for like a couple weeks. So I gotta do the show.
Here we go. Welcome, young, all men, women, ladies, kids of all ages. Here we are. We in the hunt. We're about 2 games back. We're behind the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles, but we still in the hunt. We're going to talk about some of those things this morning. Just like my boy says at the top right corner, wake your ass up. Use coffee, use drink, use a little bit of smoke. Whatever it takes for you to get yourself up, get your behind up. Because it's Saturday. You know what that means. It is the greatest, often duplicated, but never imitated, the best pregame show that we have out right now. It's not ESPN. It's not Fox Sports 1. It is brought to you by us, for us. It's fans that's talking about what we need to be talking about. We're going to be talking about matchups. We're going to be talking about possible, not even Super Bowl aspirations, playoff aspirations. If you are a negative person, if you are a negative fan, this show, particularly this Saturday, will piss you off. So you can block us, but we can block you. So if you don't like that, hey, you might as well see yourself out. That's okay. We're already at 12 eyes right now. We can go down to 11 if you do not like that. But what I will do, see, we already went down to 11. You see that? I already got one of them out.
They'll be back.
They'll be back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the rest of the two kings. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody in the trenches, 10 toes down, Twisted Torch TV, Jumpman T. Introduce yourself. Actually, you don't even have to introduce yourself, but go ahead and do your thing, brother.
Hey, shouts out to the fans, man. Shouts out to the fans always joining us on Saturday morning. Shouts out to my two colleagues, Rich and Mag. It's been like 2-3 weeks I've been with you boys, man. I'm ready to talk football, bro. Shout out to y'all.
That's right.
Facts, man. What's up, everybody? Good morning. You already know. Rich BK in the building. Let's talk football. I like the energy in the comments. Shout out to y'all. Motivator, been ready. Asia here, ready to go. Let's get to it. Y'all woke that ass up. Let's do it.
Bro, I need to comment on something real quick. Two things that I'm noticing right off the bat, man. I keep seeing this jacket that you wearing, man. I need to know. Tell people where you get
it's once in a lifetime. Because I look in the closet. Let me see which type of drip I'm about to put out there. You know what I mean? Or the hang. I'm like, hold on, I haven't put this on in a minute. I'm feeling because this is a special one. This is a special one right here. This is once in a.
As you should.
We got a big game tomorrow, but shout out to you too, Mag. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Show that. Nah. That's fire though. That's fire drip. That's fire drip though. We're not. And I got something loaded on the way too. Soon when they come in, I'm waiting.
But the guy that got the best drip, the one that has the best drip, JSU. I know you got something to say.
Yeah.
I know you got something to say.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that game too later too.
At 12, what you mean? It's coming in an hour.
Yeah, I know. ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. Twisted take. I know you got something to say. If you want to talk about the Deion situation, you got your whole personal platform right now, man. It's been so long. Please reintroduce yourself and tell them who you are. Twisted take.
As we discuss it, as we say, Twisted Take, it's time to start the show. Let's discuss the Falcons first before I get into Deion Sanders and JSU. The Falcons, everybody is good to go. Dante Fowler is questionable. That's the only person we're waiting on. He practiced the last 2 days, so let's hope for the best. He's been on a killing, so I need him to show up. Hayden Hurst, he was ill on Wednesday. Practice on Thursday and Friday, so he should be good to go. 1 target, 1 touchdown. If you want to do that, cool. Let's do it. 1 target, 1 touchdown. If it's going to accumulate to 6 points, I do not care. But I would prefer to get Hayden Hurst a little bit more involved. I got a little sneak peek for you, Bag and Rich.
What up?
I kind of feel like the 49ers is going to try to play us and do man coverage press because they think Matt Ryan can throw the ball down the field. If they do that,
please do.
If they do that, Matt Ryan's going to take some more deep shots this week. I'm looking forward to this game, bro. Going against Kyle Shanahan, his beef is his beef. We still remember them 4 years ago, so we owe you a whooping every time we go to 49ers. One thing the fans might not know, the 49ers have only won 3 games at home in their past 11 games. I don't know if everybody knows that. Wow. I'm just putting that out there. And we got Road Warriors coming into town. I told y'all this a couple weeks ago, maybe 4-5 weeks ago. The Falcons will be Road Warriors, 5-2, looking to go to 6-2. And hell, I mean, we might as well say we really 6-2 already because the London game was a home game, but it's an away game.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. So I'm gonna say 6-2. Forget all that. We're 6-2 on the road. Let's continue that. We'll get into the matchup and everything when Madden starts talking about that, but we'll get into that. JSU, we are back. Let's change the HBCU game. The top-ranked player is coming to JSU. I'm looking forward to seeing more top-ranked players go to HBCUs. Let's change the dynamic of the game. The black schools got money too.
Yes, they do.
And I bet you won't have any allegations at them black schools like you do with them whites. So let's keep that spade. Always spade a spade now. Let's keep it G. Mm-hmm. Those players come to HBCUs after they get in trouble, and you don't hear nothing else from them as far as getting in trouble. So let's hope for the best. Deion Sanders, Eddie George, all y'all coming out the woodworks. I love it. And Florida State, that karma feel bad, don't it? You had a chance to sign Deion, but thank you for not. We'll take him to JSU, and he's going to appreciate you. Let's get into the game, though.
Ooh, we got Emmanuel. Let me make sure I got your name right, man. I'm gonna take a shot at this right now. It's Emmanuel Maondibu. Let me make sure, put that in the chat.
I would say that. I would say that good. I would say that. Maondibu.
Yeah, Maondibu, Falcons fan from South Africa, man.
That's lit. We worldwide, man. Worldwide.
Oh, excuse me. Mag need a Rosetta Stone next time, man. Anytime that I see a name like that, I'm gonna go to my resident translator, Richie, the middle linebacker, the headhunter, man. You will be translating anything out there like that, man. Now, what we're gonna do is it's time for the Shanahan Bowl, man. I think he's overrated. He has a below 500 record. Everything about this dude is really inflated. You know, like his run scheme is good. His quarterback is trash. He has one guy that's like Cordell Patterson, Diet CP. That's what he is. I don't think that anything that they're going to do is going to catch us off guard because we use CP the way they use Debo. You know, so it's not going to be able to catch us off guard. So Jimmy Garoppolo is the type of quarterback that needs everything to go on script. You know, he's not an improviser. He's not somebody that likes tight games. I mean, look, they could have had the Super Bowl one, and you saw that that ball sailed over Emmanuel Sanders' head. He needs everything to go exactly to plan. He's not a guy that audibles. He's just not that guy. Now, if this was like, either Maxim magazine or Playgirl magazine, then this guy wins. But other than that, this game is ugly. All right. What we're gonna do is I think we're gonna send a lot of pressure. I mean, I think DP's kind of hinted at that a little bit. He didn't want to tip his hand, but I think we're gonna send a lot of pressure. Personally speaking, anybody that lines up across from Trent Williams is gonna get that work. Stephen Means, that's your job. Okay, you're basically you don't do nothing anyway. Okay, so you just line up across from Trent Williams, you get that work. Okay.
Yo,
this guy.
Yo, it's too early for that, bro. Come on, man.
Bro,
we good.
My man about to get pancaked, all right? So, but look, I'm gonna put it like this: Grady Jarrett is gonna be looking to, I think he's gonna put some work on Alex Mack. They're gonna realize that they're gonna have to double team this guy. Personally speaking, they're gonna have to double team this guy. I think that Kyle Shanahan is arrogant enough to leave Fred Warner in one-on-one coverage against Kyle Pitts. He has a serious ego, and I think he will do that. Fred Warner is one of the best cover linebackers in the league, and I think if he tells Kyle Shanahan, like, hey, I got it, he might, and I think he might oblige him. But you know what? If he does that, then Kyle Pitts is going to break Mike Dicker's record tomorrow. Like, if he does that, it's going to be a wrap. What you guys got?
I'm saying what you just said, though, just now. If Fred Warner will be covering Kyle Pitts, that would be good for us because we taking one of your best coverage guys out the middle of the field. And we could exploit that. You know, Russell Gage is good at running his routes and just getting open and dissecting coverage and recognizing it and pretty much just getting open, being an open target for Matt Ryan. So if that happens, you know, we'll take advantage of that. Arthur Smith will take advantage of that. But this game itself is going to be really good, of course. Is you know, meaningful games in December, which we're here now, finally. And we got to give Dean Pease credit and the players credit as well for now playing at a higher level compared to last year. We was ranked at least 25 or below within our secondary, and now we're in the top 15 in most categories. And that's a big and tremendous improvement. And the reason why that happened is because guys don't have to think anymore. They're just reacting. They don't have to do too much on what they got to do when they see this formation or when a guy is lined up this way or if a guy is motion. They're playing faster now and they're playing together more as a team. And I'm happy that Jalen Hawkins has his opportunity. I don't want to say that I'm happy Eric Harris got hurt. Yeah, I know what I've been saying for the past few weeks, man. I'm sorry, he did it upon himself. When I'm gonna keep it real, man. When your technique is out of place, right? When your technique is out of place at times, you could end up that leads to injuries sometimes as well. That's true. And that's the facts. And that's part of the reason why Eric Harris that possibly happened, even though sometimes things just happen. You know, he had a tendon in his chest. But that gives a playmaker like Jalen Hawkins an opportunity. He started the season out leading our team in interceptions, and now we got two guys on the field that's ball hawks that can make plays on the football, which is great to see. You know, AJ, look at that. You feel me? We really starting a trend in the A now, man. We bringing that back, and that interview started a lot. That interview with the Dirty Birds back in the day, man, you know, it started something, and they all seen it. So we warm it up now. I'll pass it to Twisted, man. Yeah.
All right. So we talking about Eric Harris, right? He tore his patella. Yeah. Listen, Eric Harris, we appreciate you. You did your due diligence of getting Jalen Hawkins and Richie Grant up to speed. Yep. It's time for them to take over. As you said, Rich, Jalen Hawkins, hey, I'm going to keep it G.
It's that time.
I'm going to keep it G. When we watch the Tampa Bay game, if we're not mistaken, Jalen Hawkins played better on Gronkowski than Eric Harris did, right? Gronkowski beat him off the line for that touchdown. At least Jalen tried to jam him. He tried to dive for the ball. That's showing playmaking skills. Jalen Hawkins has that. Dean Pease stated Richie Grant is ready to go. That's why we see him more so. And now that he's back from his injury, him and Ayo, that defense is going to be faster. I'm being honest, man. At least with Richie Grant, we saw him turn his head and put his hand up. Godwin made a hell of a catch, but we saw him put his hand up. I need to see past defenses, and that's what you see from Jalen Hawkins and Richie Grant. Haman, let's continue to stay in the backfield, and hopefully you get some turnovers. We had a chance for a turnover versus the Panthers, but Jalen Hawkins clinked Buddy up. I know y'all remember that. He clinked him up. Ball was coming right to Haman. He said, "Oh no, we knocked the motherfuckers out. They come through this middle." So he taking that work. I couldn't get like, damn, we knocked him out. Hey, when you got safeties that's willing to tackle, it changes the outcome of how a defense can play. And the way Dean Pease is scheming now, he's trusting these rookies and these young players to go ahead and get out and make plays. And they're showing him in turn, as did Michael Walker. That QB spot, that was a great play by Michael Walker. And Dean Pease said he just added that to the fold. Cam thought he was going to stay out the whole game, shut him down after that first series. Excuse me, sir, we don't see nothing else for you.
Yeah, we said this already. I've said this plenty of times before. I was happy once Cam saying that he was back in Carolina and all that stuff. I was happy because I know we was gonna get out of it. I knew he lost his accuracy. I knew he couldn't throw the ball anymore like that. All he can do was run. Even though I was that first drive when the Panthers scored, I was a little bit getting a little tight because everything was obvious. It was really obvious, and I felt like we literally let them score, and that could have been prevented, like that whole entire drive, literally. But
Rich,
we won. We got the dub.
Rich, we all know too though. On that first drive, as a defensive player, you're gonna get them first 15 plays.
Yeah, you're gonna get that. You want to fill the game off. Right, you want to fill the game off. Yeah, right. I get you. That's a fact. Yeah. I wanted to address what Magnus was saying about Jimmy Garoppolo being that it has to be scripted for him. And I agree with you on that. And I see that. So being the way how we're playing now, I feel like that's what we have to do is confuse him the same way how we confuse Cam and these other quarterbacks. Like if we can continue that, we get the momentum going on far as scoring on defense, which we haven't seen in a long time, putting up points on the defensive side of the ball. So that would be great if we can continue that momentum and just confuse Garoppolo and get him off track, get him off his cadence. Because if let's say we get the ball first and because we like to score first, obviously, just to put that pressure on him. So if we could continuously take control of this game and apply the pressure on Jimmy and Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan, it's gonna be a good turnout if we continue that, because he doesn't fall well under pressure, I think.
Facts.
Nope.
One thing we got to admit about our offense that they're doing a better job of is after our defense gives us a touchdown, they're coming back and scoring. These back-to-back games, these last 3 games, a team has scored first. The Falcons have brought the ball back down and went the whole field and scored. All 3 games, Jaguars, Panthers, and Bucks. I'm liking that field. And at the end of the day, man, with Dean Pease and with Arthur Smith, they're building a culture that they want for this team. And it's showing. We're going to ground and pound. And as these 3 weeks, these linemen are knocking people on their back.
Man.
I don't know if y'all heard Jalen Mayfield after Cordell scored that touchdown. He was like, these motherfuckers small, CP. They too small, CP. I like that from an offensive lineman because that means they want to run the ball. When you get the offensive line moving first, running the ball, running people over, it makes it easier for them down the line when you start having to pass the ball. And no sacks given up.
Yeah.
Rut roll. Hold on now, because particularly a lot of people give this defensive line a lot of credit. Now, the true run stuffer on that team is Eric Armstead. Right? Fact. We can agree on that, right? I'm running straight after, right at Pretty Boy. I ain't calling him by his name. I'm running right at Pretty Boy, the Trump supporter. You know what his name is. I'm not going to say it, though. I know Joey on the Chargers, but I'm not going to name this guy, okay? I don't put that name out there. But what we need to do is run directly at 97. I almost said his name.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Nah, but go ahead. Keep going. You're getting it good.
But what I'm saying is that it seems like Jalen Mayfield, the way his mentality is that we have to establish the run first so that he can get the confidence to pass a lot of time. He plays off of that. He's not the type of person that honestly, Jalen Mayfield wouldn't fit of the Falcons last year, where Woods is always just backpedaling and passing all over the damn field. Right. This guy wants to maul people. That's what he wants to do. Let this man do what he's built to do. He is a Michigan man. That's all they want to do up there is run the damn ball. That's all. Run the ball, run directly at Nick Bosa so that the fact that run directly at him so that he's too tired to do any kind of pass rush moves or anything like that can wreck the game. Now, we already know they're probably going to send some misses and all that kind of thing. That's all well and good. But is anybody on this panel, and I'm going to ask the chat too, is anybody in the chat, if anybody that's on this panel, because we know what we're talking about, is anybody afraid of anybody in that secondary? See, we're going to talk about that man soon because he's taking stuff personally. Besides yeah. Nah. Because I can actually see Mike Davis giving Josh Norman the Josh Norman treatment. We remember what Derrick Henry did to him? He gave him that work. I can see Mike Davis doing that, or at least CP. Somebody going to run his ass over. somebody gonna run his ass over. So I'm not scared. Sorry,
I can't
have a
believe
good feeling we're gonna win this game tomorrow. What's
I
that?
still can't believe he's still playing coverage, bro. What is he doing out there? Like, if he, all right, I'm gonna be honest. Russell Gage is back. That third down man is back. You see how he's getting open on his routes. He looks more comfortable in the team. If he lines up, it's gonna be some work, bro. That's the mismatch for me. Josh Norman's the mismatch, and like you said, number 97. That's what they were doing versus the Panthers. They was running that and Hassad every time they tried to speed rush thing this pass. Oh, we running right to you. Come on down this way. Come on down.
He's small.
Yeah. And he gets excited when he get a little pass deflection. He always stunting like he did something. Get out of here. It was a bad throw.
But 97, he got 14 sacks though, man. So if we run at him and make sure he has to do both, where he just can't just pin his ears back and rush, he's gonna get tired. And as you see, when them pass rushes are getting ran at, they go to the sideline. Hey, I need a water break. Come on back. That's what you want the 49ers to be doing all game.
I'm telling you, before we go into the next subject, listen, Emmanuel said it best right here. Deebo Samuel has a one-way ticket, because it ain't no round trip. It's a one-way ticket to the beautiful Caribbean island of AJ Terrell. There's nothing to do there. It's just going to be you. It's like Gilligan's Island. Ain't nothing about survival. It's just survival. You have the beautiful AJ Terrell Island. You have a first-class ticket to getting absolutely nothing. The only way you're going to have some sort of impact on this game.
But I also would say to add on to that, I feel like the whole defense would have to shut it down collectively, just as a group. You know, because the way that Deebo is being used, he's being used in the backfield a lot more, and you know the motions and stuff. So you have to give the best playmaker the ball. You know, so the whole defense. So it's going to be Foyer. You know, our Deebo. Like everybody's going to have to contain Samuel big time, him and Kittle. So if we can minimize these two guys, shut them down, and make it difficult for them to get them the ball, we'll be looking good, man. And we've been doing a good job stopping the run so far as well. It hasn't been easy running the ball on us like that. So primarily with Kyle Shanahan, he likes to do a lot of zones, quick pitches, and stuff like that. So the edge is going to play a big factor. We have to dominate the line of scrimmage. So those outside linebackers. So we have, we're going to have Means out there. We're going to have Ogundeji out there. I haven't seen too much of Micah Walker at the outside linebacker position, but I'm sure he can set the edge well. You know what I mean? So if we can set the edge well and make it hard for them to hit the perimeter, to run around us, and force them to run in between the tackles, it's good on our side if we get that going.
I mean, particularly we know that they're gonna pretty much run right behind Trent Williams. You know, I mean that's their best offensive lineman outside of maybe like Alex Mack. But if I was them, I pretty much would run all day behind Trent Williams. But I mean, you absolutely right. Ever since that we picked up, which might be outside of Cordero Patterson, the best pickup that we have had was the pickup Mike Pennell and Anthony Rush, which actually helps solidify and basically solidify our run defense. Now we have an attitude the way we stop the run. Now, for those people that might be talking about like, well, we're not, number one or whatever like that, statistically, we're not where we want to be at. But if you look at the eye test, we used to get gashed a lot in the run game. But what I will say, if you talk about people setting the edge, has anybody seen Kaminsky at outside linebacker? Because that dude was. Did you see?
Yeah. He was at inside too at times too. I seen him at inside.
When I saw 5-0, I saw 5-0 outside linebacker.
He's big too.
My man was, dude. That's a big.
Hey, is he in the gym?
Yo.
But I'm saying, but that's how you know. That's how you know it's not easy. I think because Arthur Smith spoke about it one time. It's not easy to get these guys dressed at times based off what the game plan is for the week, and if you are an important guy on special teams. If I have to suit this guy up, or so all that stuff plays in the factor. But it was good to see him out there, though, for sure.
Back-to-back plays made, though.
Right.
Boy.
Hey, Kaminsky comes in for Steven Means on those speed rushes and plays. It'll change the dynamic of how that pass rush looks. I ain't even say this.
Great point.
7 turnovers in the past 4 games. We didn't have no turnovers like the first 2 or 3 weeks. I know y'all remember that.
Yeah, absolutely, Twisted. That's why these guys, like I mentioned earlier, they're more comfortable with the scheme. And Dean P said it. He had to make it a little more simple for these guys, just so these guys can react and not think.
Yeah.
Because once you take that time to think in the NFL instead of reacting, you already beat. You're already a step slow. You know what I mean? A guy already got an advantage on you. So that's the point of just us reacting. And we're starting to see that now. These guys react. And I'm glad that these young guys are starting to get their opportunity. Like, I understand, like, our old regime, we was a prime believer of playing our young guys, and we're still doing it now to this day. I feel like every team in the NFL should play your young guys just so you can get the best out of them and get their experience early, and you're able to see the growth and development within your organization with your players. So I'm excited to see that these guys going to play well, man. I'm looking forward to it.
You know what's crazy is the fact that the reason why we probably not seeing a lot of young guys get played is because there's one less preseason game. So everything is a rush. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if your guy is not like a first or second rounder, you ain't probably gonna see no burn, because that third game is pretty much the rehearsal now. Yeah. So you're gonna get your starters in there. So if you're not showing anything in practice, more than likely, you're not gonna be able to suit up. So we've been talking about, and it just hit me, because we've been talking about Darby, we've been talking about Richie Graham. We're gonna see Richie Graham. We're gonna see Jayhawk. When we're gonna see these guys. And I think it's because they haven't really shown too much in practice, because they're trying to grasp the playbook and the concepts of where you need to be. And then you're playing with a veteran quarterback who my man Matt Ryan ain't got that much time left, okay? So he's looking at a couple of rookies like, look, this is where I need you to be X, Y, Z, ABC. If you can't get that, then you need to be on the sideline, plain and simple. Who's getting it right now? Gage is getting it right now. I mean, I would like for him to stay on the ground more, Like, every time I see this dude catch the ball, he's trying to jump over somebody. He's spinning. Look,
the only thing that I like that Gage does, that I've seen that not all receivers do, what separates himself, is sometimes when he, depending on if it's a third down or not, where he may catch the ball and he know he's close to the sticks, he turns his back sometimes and he drive his legs. And he pushes back. He does that a lot, and some people may not notice that. I'm like, wow, that's that one little thing. He found ways to get that extra yak or that extra first down and stuff, and he just drives his legs. That's cool, and he's not even on to the ground. And with offense, on the offense side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball, it's everyone's first year. It's everyone's first year, first regime. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time them learning this new scheme. So the future is definitely bright for this organization. And we have to be happy. And as Falcons fans, the simple fact that Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith are following up on what they said, on what they were saying, that we're focusing on the future as well as focusing on what we have now. Right? We're not rebuilding. And now, who would have thought right now in December we still be playing meaningful games and we're not out of it? So us beating the 49ers will help us big time in this whole hunt. So, oh man.
Bro, you gotta think about it, bro. But go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, it's been 3 years since Matt Ryan has actually been able to play meaningful games in December, bro. You don't think? I'm not gonna say you don't think. Everybody in the chat, we already know this shit. I'm sorry for cursing, chat, but we already know this. Matt Ryan in December, watch what he finna do to y'all. I know some of y'all are mad. People be leaving comments that he missing throws. I don't care what he do. If you want him to manage a game and they running 100 and some yards, I only need 6 to 7 passes from Matt Ryan. That's good. That's all I need. And if he can do that, I'm good with whatever he does because that's managing a game. Peyton Manning did it, and that last year he won his Super Bowl.
Denver.
Ryan was way better than Peyton Manning did that last year. He already had 4 or 5 300-yard games.
He had a good defense too. I have a good defense in that defense. Good.
Hell of a defense.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a stack right now. All right. How many boxes do we need to check off? Because better yet, let's just bypass this big test and whatnot because I want to talk about this. All right. Because I'm out sick and tired. I mean, I watched the heavy hitters. Shout out to the heavy hitters. Watched them. What's the name? Friday Night Madness. I ain't gotta tell you what day they come on. It's Friday Night Madness, okay? Fridays. Tune in, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. You'll get your notifications. Now your game stand up. Now, going to this. Why are our fan base so negative? See, the thing is that what we were saying, and these people that's probably upset haven't been following AFN last year because we have been talking about this. Shout out to us, Red Clay Sports. We're coming on to our 1-year anniversary. We've been talking about this for at least a year now. Oh, we need red zone help. We need to be more efficient in the red zone. Check. Matt Ryan has 15 touchdowns.
Keep going. Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan has 15 touchdowns in the red zone. Check. Okay. We need a goal line back. We need a goal line. We need somebody that can get into the end zone. Well, we got CP, we got Mike Davis. We don't talk about the tiptoe burglar here. So we talk about CP. Check.
Run the damn ball. Check.
Run the damn ball. Check. We need to be more imaginative on offense. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of our playmakers, but damn if Arthur Smith ain't doing a great job with the toys that he has. Check. Now, we need the defense to be we need to have more playmakers on defense. We need the defense to step up. I didn't like AJ Terrell when we drafted him.
You like him now?
Well, guess who's number one in coverage right now? Oh, number 1, 2?
No, I'm saying year 2 he's number 1. Year 2.
And he's only going to get better as he's starting to understand more things in this particular scheme. Remember, this is his first year in the scheme, and he's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Check. Now, here's the thing. We need to beat the teams that we need to beat. Check. So here's the thing. Like, okay, well, we didn't beat, Tampa Bay and stuff like that. Yeah, well, guess what? We ain't got the horses yet.
It's coming along, and this is what we wanted to see. Like, eventually, it ain't gonna happen overnight. Like, it ain't gonna magically appear. You know what I mean? But I did always say that every year is a new season. Just because you had this last year does not mean it's gonna be like this year. Every new year is an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And even though once this season is over too, a lot of guys are still going to get evaluated. The roster is consistently going to change. Do not be surprised by that. A lot of guys are on 1-year deals, 1-year contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So, just putting that out there.
Hey, one part you ain't said. We talked about creating turnovers, getting pick sixes back-to-back week. Only thing we can't check right now is a consistent pass rush on our team.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that's coming. That's on the way.
We need that drastically. Oh my goodness, we need that. I would love to see that though. We're missing like 3-4 horses. All we need is like 3 dogs, like solidified dogs. So we're developing dogs right now. So I'm saying like a guaranteed, like give me like 2 to 3 more dogs in this draft. We're gonna be contending by next year. I'm saying that. And also on the offense too, like let's say we get 2 more weapons, 2 more nice weapons. Dogs, another receiver most likely is looking like, but yeah.
Bro, if I'm Calvin Ridley, and if I'm looking at this team mentally, I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm like, they doing this without
I don't know what you're waiting on, bro. I really don't. At this point, I really don't know anymore because it's like your team is winning. If you do come back, you're a pivotal part of that team, and hell, you probably won't even get double covered no more because he won't.
He would not. because Kyle Pitts needs to be double covered. We know that. So if you see what Travis Kelce did in Kansas City and what they're doing in Kansas City, you can't double Tyreek and you can't double Kelce. You can't double both of them. So if you can imagine what possibly can be if you get somebody at least with a little bit of playmaking ability on the outside. Gage is great. Gage reminds me a lot of Mohamed Sanu, where he'll come in, he does his slant, get your first down, point, and just do your job. Block, do your job. Now, a lot of people are saying right now, okay? A lot of people are saying, I'm seeing it in the chat, I have officially gone off the Jordan Davis. This is going to be a hot take, okay? I'm off the Jordan Davis bandwagon right now to Atlanta. Why, Magnus? Why would you do that? Because you have been asking for this man for a long time. Because I like what I'm seeing from Pennell. I like what I'm seeing from Anthony Rush. I like the rotation. Tyler Davison, you're gone. Thank you. And I like what I'm seeing from Kaminsky at outside linebacker. I like what I'm seeing from that. I like what I'm seeing in the rotation. But Marlon, see? Yeah, pack your bags.
Tyler, get your bags ready to go.
That's why it's like with Anthony Rush, when we signed him, he has 94, right? And it was just, I think about it, the other person that had 94 was Sanat. And it's just like they both dark. So you had a little baby, and now you got a big one, 94.
Bro,
I always noticed that.
He looked different out there, bro.
But this is what I'm saying right here. When you got Marlon Davidson, you got Kaminsky now, he looks like a straight-up run stuffer. I'm looking forward to seeing him getting more burn tomorrow to try to stop the run because they are heavy on the run. Want to put this ball in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands because he will throw you a couple. And we got our playmakers out there. See, Eric Harris is a day late and $1 short. And I never seen so many people crack a smile from when that guy got hurt. I seen it on my man Jumpman's face, and I see it on my man Richie's face. That's called a stat. Where I'm happy this hurt.
He's gone.
Him was saying that, bro. The worst. I'm sorry, I have to admit. The worst thing I ever seen him do, bro, was when remember that week I was saying it looked like he was humping a guy or whatever. But like, I don't know if you ever did speed drills before, right? There's a certain speed drill where, as in, like, you're holding the person's hips and you're giving them resistance in order for them to just drive their legs up to build up speed. Like, he literally was doing that, like, to try to take somebody down, bro. Like, how do you end up behind somebody, bro? You're supposed to be in front of them, driving them back, bro, not pushing them, not pulling them back. Like, what?
Panthers game?
I probably was, man. I don't know. I was just over it, man.
Yeah. Over it. Yeah. Hey, listen.
But
man.
See, but here's my thing though. Because people say like I want Jordan. Here's the thing, okay? I like where this offensive line is going, but they're one piece away, and that one piece is related to our piece. I don't even call him. I don't call him Chris Lindstrom anymore. I call him the Wall. And if anything that I've seen from brothers that play in the NFL. That gene pool, I'm telling you, it just trickles down. And if Alec is anything like Chris, put him at either center or guard, and we finally have a five-man line that can block. I'm telling you right now, we won't be able to get Tyler Linderbaum, but we have to address the offensive line. I'm tired of seeing Matt Ryan get hit. If he's going to be here for at least 3 to 4 years, we're going to have to
preach. Talk to him.
We're going to have to keep him upright.
Talk to him. It's not popular.
Exactly. It's not a popular decision, but God, what's the name of dude from the left guard in Indianapolis? He's one of my favorites, man.
Quentin Nelson.
Quentin Nelson. He wasn't popular. Zach Martin wasn't popular. Travis Frederick wasn't popular. But
I wanted Quentin Nelson when he was coming out.
Yeah, Quentin Nelson, man. Hey, shouts out to the 49ers fan, Corey Spencer, by the way, man. Anxious for the game tomorrow. We appreciate you joining one of the best crews. Appreciate you, bro. Subscribe and like the content.
But like, to add on to what Mag is saying, we lead the league in QB hits on far as on Matt Ryan, which is not good. Not good at all. You know, the Tampa game, some of them games, we gave up a good amount of sacks in one game, and he was getting hit. So it's not a fancy pick, but I would not mind us addressing the offensive line, or I would just say the trenches, period. We never draft a defensive lineman in the first round. I can't remember the last time we ever did that, but I would love to see that. You know, we know we're going to go with best available from Terry and Arthur Smith, but if we got to solidify the trenches, man, that's going to set us up for everything else in the future. So,
hey, what if Terry hit us with a bomb? I'm just thinking like him for a second. I'm sorry.
Come on with it, bro.
What if Terry hits us with a bomb and trades Calvin Ridley for an all-pro guard or center? How would y'all feel about it?
Is there some, wait a minute, hold on, because I think T.Y. Hilton's getting older. Are they sold on Michael Pittman in Indianapolis? Because there's somebody up there that I like. Pittman
is so. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
but
listen.
I feel like they might draft a receiver, so I don't know if they'll actually go for him. You know, trading wise, they do trade Calvin Ridley. I'm looking for either a pass rusher or a offensive lineman, or picks.
And I think they're gonna fall. I think a lot of them are going to fall because there's a lot of teams because you got the Jets that got 2 picks, the Giants got 2 picks, the Eagles are basically fleecing the first 15. You know, in the draft, and then there's ups, and then you got Detroit. So, being the fact that we're still in the hunt, and we actually have like a top 10 pick, worst case scenario, we're probably gonna have a top 15 pick. You still should feel happy. You know, we didn't take season, we're retooling, and yet the way everything has basically melded together is that we still have a top 10 pick. You can't ask for no more than that.
That's what I want. Yeah. That's what I want. God forbid if we were supposed to lose out, and not really lose out, we won't. But based off in this category, a lot of these teams are 6 and 7 and all that. So it probably might end out that way with teams. We might end up 8 and 9 or something like that. So let's say the season ends out 8 and 9 with a lot of teams. I'm hoping that we're at the bottom end of it where we'll pick first. Because like last year, it was a lot of teams that went 4 and 12, and we was like the first group out of that to pick first, if y'all understand what I'm trying to say. So like I'm hoping that if a lot of teams, like 5 teams is 8 or 9, I'm just hoping that we pick before them. That's all I'm hoping for.
Hey, I mean, we still got 2 second rounders.
Yeah.
And I think see, those second rounders are valuable. So you could trade back into the first, you know, to get somebody. So my whole idea is like, I mean, you could trade back in the first and get like that corner from Cincinnati, or you can get a wide. Listen,
hey man, you been watching my videos, bro? I brought him up.
You see me commenting, man. You see me commenting. I be watching. Yo, subscribe to Twisted Take TV, man.
6'3". He is 6'3". If
Sounds
we get
like
him AJ Terry, oh my God.
What's his name?
Whoa.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, y'all gotta put me on. Like, what's
They call him Sauce. Number 1 from Cincinnati. They call him Sauce.
Number 1 from Cincinnati. All right, I'm gonna look into that.
But here's another thing.
He clamps.
Comment in the chat, man. What's his name?
Yeah, but here's another thing though, because somebody's coming back too. That's about that height too. Isn't Isaiah Oliver about 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah.
We about to have some giants like that corners, man.
with the two safeties in the back, the 2 young safeties. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Sauce Gardner. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, he is fire.
Soft guard. What's his name? Sauce. His name is Sauce.
That's his nickname.
Sauce.
Oh, his nickname. Sauce. Oh, I'm about to say. I'm like, yo, that's his first name. Somebody named their son Sauce.
Yo, somebody named their kid Smoke Monday. I don't want him nowhere near Atlanta. I don't want nobody named Smoke Monday.
Don't act like y'all don't see that comment. I just highlighted too. Let's look at that now.
All right, listen. Can we address this? Can we? Who want to do it? Who want it? Who want it first?
Nah, that's y'all. Y'all got that.
No. What are we gonna do with that?
Von Miller gone. Von Miller is already at the Rams, so that ain't never happened. So
all they got is a safety, and they got another pass rusher that's young, but I don't see us trade.
You guys will trade Jimmy Garoppolo for Slim Jim and some annihilators before we trade Matt Ryan for 2 picks. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm telling you right now. Yeah.
But you get Matt Ryan,
about to get out of dead cap.
He'll be dead. Why would I trade him? Just give him another piece. Yeah. I'm saying if you give Matt Ryan one more piece, it's going to be dead. He's back to 4,500, 4,800 yards again. He's just missing one piece. I'm not trading him for that. Forget that.
How would y'all feel about trading? Because we talk about Chicago, they're in rebuild mode, so they're going to lose Allen Robinson in free agency. We already know that. So would you trade Calvin Ridley for Khalil Mack?
Hey, don't ask me that question.
Look. For a healthy Khalil Mack, hell yeah. I don't mind saying that. I do not mind saying that. For a healthy Khalil Mack, yes. And we're gonna get that Khalil Mack how he was on the Raiders before he left. Yes.
And don't forget, in a 3-4 scheme, not with his hand in the dirt, a stand-up Khalil Mack. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I would. I would. And what's I just want to know. Before Mike, I got you, Mike. I got you. Hold up. What was his injury though? What is Khalil Mack's injury? That's all I want to know. What was his injury? Nah, he had an injury, right?
Yeah, he was injured.
I'm sorry. The great one has to. He has to interject. I can't do this.
Good.
We not doing this.
Oh, gee.
The Denver, look, I don't want nothing Denver got that. Look, come on, that mile high bullshit. I don't nobody care about their draft picks. That shit come with a curse. That shit gonna come with a curse. I don't want that cursed ass draft pick. 2 cursed ass. No, I'm good with that. We really? They can't even find a quarterback.
They can't.
Teddy Bridgewater.
So we're going to give them our quarterback for 2 picks. They can't even find one. They picks are cursed. So
Rock Osweiler. Remember that.
We got some guys that trying to start something up in the comments right now. So I don't know if Maggie you want to put it in
my business
or Mike. We leaving it alone. We leaving it alone, right?
No, I got time, Dave. I got time.
No, madness. This y'all show. This y'all look.
It depends what you want to do.
No, highlight him. Highlight him. Please, I'm feeling it.
Highlight his ass.
Hey, madness.
Yeah,
that sure is. That.
Yo,
yeah, that is.
Put the dude in check. Put the dude in check. I got you. I highlighted it. Yo, check this dude, man.
We need to talk to him.
Come on, man.
On Decatur on that bullshit again.
Don't think like that. I don't even think Big Boy said that. Come on, baby.
Listen, man, if y'all can find me a quarterback, y'all send me some tape because I've seen them all. And the only one that I remotely even give any respect to right now, I'm just gonna be honest, is Malik Willis. That's it. All the other motherfuckers are garbage.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. But even he's a project, you know. Like Malik
Willis he's a project.
Exactly.
I like the way he has some great touch on his deep ball and his intermediate route. So I like that. But his accuracy needs a lot of work. His progressions need a lot of work.
Yeah, so he's gonna be holding the clipboard for at least 3 years.
You think he's going 3rd or 4th round, Mike?
I believe so. I believe a team.
Yeah.
I can see the Falcons, a team like the Falcons, like, you know, taking a chance on him like the 3rd round, maybe the 2nd, because the Falcons do have another 2. So I can see them taking a chance. I doubt it happens, but I can see it happening. But I don't think he's a 1st round project at all.
No.
Hell no. No, I can see him even going to like the 4th or 5th round.
2 years from now, though, he couldn't have meant this draft getting a QB. He must mean a couple years from now.
Who?
Stone Decatur. He's saying like draft the QB.
No, Stone Decatur means now. No, he means now.
But we already drafted a quarterback last year. I mean, the motto of an organization doesn't know what the hell they're doing is drafting the same position twice. See, when you draft a quarterback in the previous year and then you draft a quarterback this year, that means you don't know what the hell you're doing. Okay, that means you're not developing your talent. So they got to give Felipe Franks or at least even Josh Rosen a chance to digest this playbook because first of all, Matt Ryan has been most day after day, week after week, year after year. So the man is an Iron Man. Okay, so he's not going anywhere for at least 3 years. They're going to extend him. So just get used to that. Okay, if you don't care about that, just leave. Like Georgia Tech or something like that. The Jacksonville Jaguars are due east. If you want to like the Houston Texans, they're due west. If you want to like the New Orleans Saints, they're due south. There's places in your region that you can like instead of sitting there trying to troll Atlanta all the freaking time.
Another thing, too,
honestly, start your own YouTube channel. Do that.
Another thing I want to add on to Mac, right? That this is our first year in this regime, right? And Matt Ryan always does better in his second year within the regime.
Rich,
twisted alley, alley.
I was just gonna say it, Rich.
That's the alley. I'm doming. I play ball. I'm saying the dom.
Second year, Matty, and all the schemes has been electrifying. So you can kick rocks if you think I'm gonna trade him away. His second year in the system, and I'm already seeing improvements week to week. Man, you are crazy. No, he will be here. I don't care nothing about that. Y'all tripping, bro. Build around Matt Ryan.
I'm still having nightmares of when Josh Rosen and Felipe Franks threw those picks back to back like that. So I just like come on, bro. Like y'all got to get off the Chris Act. Let's get off of it. Just lay off of it. Quarterbacks are not easy. We literally just saw both of our quarterbacks come in after Matt Ryan was taken out of the game, and both of them motherfuckers threw picks. And if I'm not mistaken, Josh, somebody almost threw a pick six, or it was a pick six. So let's just stay off. Cocaine is one hell of a drizzle. All right, that's all I got to say.
But I think coming up to this offseason, I don't think we're gonna have that. We're still gonna have those fans that are gonna say draft a QB. But I think by us taking Kyle Pitts, we shut a lot of them down, and I think they understand that now we're brought into Matt Ryan for these next few years, and I think it's going to be a low amount of fans this year. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You think they still going to come anyway with this QB nonsense, or?
Yes, because the media keeps feeding them it. The media, look at any mock draft out there. I looked at CBS Sports. I don't even know why I even said that. I shouldn't even.
They still doing
their name on here. They had taken that guy from Pitt. I forgot what his name is. That quarterback from Pitt.
Packett. Kenny.
Pickett.
Kenny Pickett. Right.
They had us taking Kenny Pickett, another quarterback.
Man, he's know what he is? He's pre 49ers Steve Young. That's all he is, all right?
Look, the only team that's basically going to draft a quarterback right now, we already know. Because one thing I'm going to say, just in case if you guys don't know, if you listen to my voice and you listen to my boy above me, Richard's voice, we're from New York, okay? We have a pulse on the town up here. I want to let you know, and I said this last week, so if you guys wasn't paying attention, subscribe and like, all right? Subscribe to the show, so I ain't got to sit there and repeat myself. But since I do have to repeat myself, this is what I'm going to say. And you can back me up on this, Rich. Mm-hmm. Zach Wilson, Daniel Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody in the chat sold on any one of those guys? Has Zach Wilson even shown you anybody? I know it's hell even watching watching a Jets game, but I mean, let's be real. Has anybody sold on any of these young quarterbacks as of right now? Because what do is set your team back about another 10 years, because you think quarterbacks grow on trees? You think Lamar Jackson's and Justin Herbert's and Patrick Mahomes grow on trees? You think Deshaun Watson's grow on trees?
You said oops.
Yeah, oops, because I mean, hey, listen, you know.
Being honest.
Oh man.
I'm just being real. It's like they sit there and I swear some of these guys play too much better. Or they listen to, don't want to say his name, but people from ESPN a certain somebody. You know who he does, though. The people that do the mock drafts up there. You know who he is. Mel Kiper Jr. They sit there, they listen to these people and say, okay, they need to go get a quarterback.
Right.
Who are you going to draft that's going to take the place of your Hall of Fame quarterback? And if you're really pissed off, just wait until you hear his Hall of Fame speech because Matt Ryan is going to the Hall of Fame. If you think you're bad now.
yo, this got us in our bag, sir. We got us in our bag. But where we at with it, Mag? To take us, keep us going.
I mean, we want. All right, check this out. I'm gonna be real. So, with the emergence of Michael Walker, does this make Debo expendable?
Our Debo you're talking about. So, so I would say no. The reason being is because Debo restructured his contract tremendously, and he's due a lot of amount of money next year. Am I right, Mike? Is that I'm on the right track here?
Debo, yes. His contract is. I did a video, and I believe he's due 16 somewhere in there.
I think
it's about 16. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Wow.
Right. So I think that's a good foundation we're already building between Foye, Lucan, and Debo, and now we have another young guy, Michael Walker, coming into the picture. It solidifies our depth. You understand? Every good team has good depth, and that's important to have on this defense, as well as linebackers play a big point in special teams and all this other stuff. So there's a lot of things that play into it, and I think it's important for us to keep these guys. You know, so that's
I'm looking at his numbers, and he took a bit of a restructure this year, but he's guaranteed it's about $20 million next year. So that signifies, in my eyes, that this guy's going to get he's going to receive a extension real soon, because what you can't do is keep that number for a linebacker at $20 million. That's the cap number of 2022. So I believe Grady Jarrett, Matt Ryan are going to receive extensions real soon.
Yep,
that's my personal opinion.
No, I think Matt Carroll said the same thing, that more than likely is going to be. Well, he said Grady and Matt, and that's going to open us up to about 28 in the positive.
2022 for an extension for Dion. That's what I'm saying. 2022 he's going to receive a restructure after 2022.
Well, we got to sign Foye back.
Yes. Yo, do you hear what Dean's? I swear, like, he has like a man crush on Foye. Because, like, you ever hear when somebody asks about something, he just be crushing on Foye, man. He ain't gonna let that man go.
Yeah, I was always sold on that. Trust me, I've been saying this.
That's the linebacker. The linebacker, no linebackers.
Yeah, man. I've been saying this.
You were saying that since like week 1 when I wasn't really sold on Foye. But you was like, we gotta. Yeah, you saw it coming. So shout out to Rich. Like, it's like Mad Mike said, man. Linebackers, no linebackers, man. That's what it is. But so going on. Next one, offensive and defensive matchups to exploit. And there's gonna be some. But I'm gonna talk to my resident trenches operator on my top left corner, JSU's finest. Twisted, talk to him, man. Offensive defensive matchup.
Man. As far as our offense, wherever the hell Josh Norman is, we got to export him. When the running game gets going and we get 4 or 5 yards to carry, pop for those play actions.
Just sick Jake on him. I'm sorry. Just sick Jake on him. That's all.
Oh, I forgot about that. And Julio, oh, my God. Jake him. Screens on that side for sure.
Yes.
Norman is screens on that side because Jake got out there every time we see that nigga. He is scared of Jake. If y'all ain't noticed, he's scared of he be back to CJ, and that screen gonna kill him.
And if he on the other side, you know, between Lindstrom and McGarry, he don't want none of that smoke on the other side too.
No, he don't. He don't. Should I be seeing Jalen Mayfield get out there on screen call? So I'm.
Oh Lord. Now you're talking dirty, man. You talking dirty, man.
Hey, the offensive line get comfortable out there, bro. I love that nastiness, man. That's something you gotta see from the offensive line. When you see they hungry and they looking for their lunch, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Why you think Cordell is killing like that? And one thing I love about Arthur Smith, this is one thing I hate about Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan did not like running the same damn play. If them motherfuckers can't stop it, keep running it. Mm-hmm. He ate that left side up. Jalen Mayfield and Jake Matthews, I think it was like 4 straight left side runs. Y'all remember
that? Yeah, he was really. I saw a smirk on his face. I saw a smirk on Arthur's face when he was calling those plays. But
you saw that, right?
He was smiling like much. Like, yeah, I got your ass now. I got your ass now.
You messed up.
We do gotta expect some screens coming this game, primarily with George Kittle, with him running a bubble or tight end screens. Like that's definitely gonna come, and we gotta. Dean P said in his interview, we really gotta be on point with our eyes because that's a lot of things. Sticking to your assignment on looking at what you have to do. You know, setting the edge is going to play a big factor because we know what Kyle Shanahan like to do. I mentioned it earlier. You want to hit the edge, you know, similar to how we run the ball a little bit with the wide zone and quick pitches and tosses. So once you set this edge and these linebackers, whoever's in there, you got to make them tackles, man. No missed tackles. We cannot afford no missed tackles this game.
That's my matchup on defense. I want to see Debo, Foye going against Debo and that running back Mitchell. That edge runner is not going to be easy versus the Falcons. If you want to beat us, you're going to have to
too much speed.
There's too much speed. And the great thing about watching the linebacker play now is they have chances to scrape without getting touched. The D tackle rush, and they are holding their blocks, get them in the backfield. So Dion, he ain't got to worry about anything.
That's the point. That's the point, and that's what happened last year. Well, with Dan Quinn, with Dan Quinn, with Dan Quinn, he always was drafting little babies on the D line, having minions on there, which exposes Deion Jones. He's already small for a linebacker himself, and you're making it harder for him to make tackles. So. Good point, Twisted.
Did you mean to say that though, bro? Did you mean to say Dan Quinn?
Dan Quinn.
No,
that man said Dan Quinn. Wow.
Bro. Oh my God, man. I gotta chill.
Too stuck in his ways. They don't want to change nothing for his players. Dan Quinn. You said it right.
If anybody saw, and I actually happened to catch the Cincinnati 49ers game last week, Jamar Chase was killing those corners. He was just, and Jamar Chase is a talent, okay? We know that. We don't have a Jamar Chase, you know, on our team. We don't. But we have a weapon, though. We got a unicorn, though. And if you put him out wide, you know what? Kyle Shanahan, the reason why we're not Super Bowl champions is because Kyle Shanahan refused to make adjustments. Is that correct?
Facts. 100%.
He gets his head up his ass. He doesn't like to make adjustments. So we can actually use that to our advantage, right? I mean, we run a multiple defense. He probably ain't never seen anything like that before. So he's not going to adjust. He has a script. Even Kyle Shanahan runs off of a script. So he's going to have a certain amount of plays. I mean, he might even trickle Trey Lance in there if he's really feeling himself. That's fine. That's fine. Somebody hit stick him, more like it might be Jayhawk. Jayhawk loves to sit there and throw that lumber around. It seems like he might be that guy. He may not be big, but he seems like he might be one of those tone setters out there.
But how do y'all feel? Go finish. I'm full.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't believe that Kyle Shanahan is going to make any adjustments with the things that we do. He doesn't make defensive adjustments. That's how they made Joe Burrow look like a Hall of Famer last week. So it's like, what do you think you're going to do with somebody that actually seen and done everything?
Right.
I don't think he's going to sit there and have like a 400-yard game, but I think Matt Ryan is going to be able to do some sort of damage if the offensive line holds up. But what do you want to say, Rich?
I was just gonna mention one of their other receivers, Brandon Ayuk. I know we didn't really talk about him. I want to know what y'all thought about him, what y'all think about him as a receiver. And that's what's his name? Frank Darby's older bros. I know they went to the same school and all that stuff. But yeah, what y'all think about that?
Man, that depends on Moreau, right? Oh Lord.
Oh yeah.
Do we know if is our boy playing Sheffield? Can Sheffield please hit the field? We gonna need him this game. We really gonna need him this game. But Ayuk, it all depends. This is really gonna depend on Moreau, and he's gonna have to be able to trust Moreau what he's going to do. What he's going to do is just play fundamentally sound. He may get a penalty here and there. He's going to make a shitload of tackles. That's what we've been getting from Moreau. That's all we've been getting from Moreau year in and year out. I mean, week in and week out. Mm-hmm. That's it. But you're right. It's going to have to be
drop interceptions too.
Huh?
Drop interceptions. He be getting close to it. Just...
But bracket coverage on Kittle. It has to be. Definitely. I mean, treat him the way we treat Kyle Pitts, because that's the only reason. That's the only reason that San Francisco was able to get the pull away with a win last week. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. We gotta hit him. We gotta hit him too. We gotta hit him. We got him. We know Kittle gonna block for sure. He's a tremendous blocker. Oh my gosh, wow, he finished these blocks. Nobody on our defense. He cannot make him have a field day trying to pancake everybody, thinking it's okay. Like Ricardo Allen is not on our team no more, so he ain't gonna be having no crazy weird ass laughs anymore.
No.
Yeah, he pushed him into the dirt. I remember that play. That was nasty.
He took him to the bus, blindside style. He took him to the bus. Like he either took him to the bus or he brought him into the sunken place. That's what he did.
Hey, we can't forget how Deion Jones stepped up versus Kittle a couple years ago either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he kind of was guarding Kittle pretty good 2 years ago when we went down to 49ers and played him. I need Deion to have a good game, bro. I've been calling him out multiple weeks. I think he's getting in the backfield, but he hasn't shown me that playmaking ability like he usually does. It seems like Walker's going to take on that step. I need Deion Jones to get on some picks, man. Like, we need to get some turnovers to change the tide, especially from Jimmy G. If you stop the run early and get them in 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 15s, you will be able to get turnovers on Jimmy G for sure. And Deion, you got to be in that spot.
Did you see? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't see if you guys saw it last week because it got me hyped when they kept when Cam was throwing to Robbie Anderson, and AJ Terrell broke. He almost got I think a second pick, but he broke it up and he looked at Matt Rule. He was like, "Stop it." Did you see that? Did you see what he did last week? Because I was watching with my stepson. He was like, "Stop it."
And then he did this. Like, you this close to getting baked again.
Mm-hmm. Keep playing. But right now we're gonna put in a couple of Q&A before we be out. You know, we got things to do. So put all your questions and we're gonna try to answer as many as we can. We're gonna get to some of the comments and give our little takes on that. Silas Draven said, I mentioned yesterday's live stream that I think Kyle Pitts is going to have a great game because Shanahan is not going to bracket cover him. He is going to go off. Hey, man, look like you're ready to come on and talk with us, man. You having hot takes like that? You gotta come on and talk with us.
I hope so, man. I really want Kyle Pitts to break this record. You know, I really do. Like he has the ability. He definitely has the ability to, and you know, I look through his stats sometimes right now, and few games he had, we didn't really use him as much. He wasn't as a factor, but I hope we do primarily more at receivers sometimes. I do want to see us take more shots at him at the receiver position. I'm not even gonna lie, we don't use him enough in a receiver position like that.
Yo, y'all see this, man?
Whoever did that is petty. I'm sorry, Rich. I'm saying, look at this.
No, you good. No, that's what I have to say.
Oh my God,
what you said though,
come back and when I mentioned physical and hit all.
Where's Kyle Pitts right now in his receiving yards?
Oh, he's 230 away from getting 1,000 yards.
230 away. Wow.
In 4 games. That's definitely good to do.
Yeah,
that's doable.
230. You just gotta have that one good game.
Lions, Saints.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Both of them are a lot of man coverage.
Hey, anybody in the chat want to address Dan Quinn? He actually graced us with.
No, we don't know what to do. Nah, we'll let his ass stay in the desert and burn. Okay.
Oh my God, bro! All right, get to the Q&A, y'all. I know I messed y'all up a little bit from typing on your shit, but go ahead. We should use Limade, the ZP on fly routes. Like, he's fast.
I mean, them over top, them deep developing plays. I get what he's talking about, but
wait. Did he just curse? Because you know what I call this? Oh, you guys see, you guys missed it last week. I don't know if y'all saw it last week, but when we mentioned Zacchaeus' name, his name is Baby Hands from now on. Do you remember Baby Hands?
Yeah.
You two like trying to catch the ball with this?
And he had a little baby hands?
Yeah.
Yo,
he do got small hands.
Hey, hold on.
Ever since J.C. Jackson picked that ball,
that's been terrible.
What do you say, Twister?
But, hey, those 4 plays that he had versus the offense last week in blocking, he made some plays last week. He didn't make no stats, but he was able to block. And
talk about paying this man for no damn blocking, Twister. We can goddamn get a tight end and run it. Get the damn ball! Get the damn ball!
I'm trying to give him something, man. I don't know. He only did good 2 games.
Baby hands.
2 games.
No, that's baby hands until further notice. I'm telling you. See what Bubba Gump? OZ is fast, but he got small hands.
Y'all wild, man.
Yo.
Hey, man, let's hope for something, OZ, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna be positive. OZ, yeah, go.
I'm gonna say one thing. OZ reminds me of a shorter Mike Williams. He'll drop the easy ones, but you put like 3-4 people around him, and he'll make all the contested catches you want.
How he did versus the Saints. He caught that. Oh, okay. Shouts out to OZ.
Oh, here we go. Jamarius 5'8" Gilliam. Jesse Tuggs' number. I like that, bro. I got a question. Do y'all know rather or not if Frank Darby's going to get any rest? Lord have mercy.
Man, we don't know, bro. I don't think he knows the scheme.
What were you going to say, Mike?
I got something for y'all. Give me a second.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Man, I don't know. Hey, Frank Darby just don't know play.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Yo. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap for him, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't even know if the reason why we even put Marvin Hall on the practice squad, because I don't even think he's going to come up to the active roster. I think we just going to throw out who we got now. Like, whoever you see now.
I've seen him versus the Patriots, but I ain't seen him since. Let's go!
See? Yeah. Now, before we leave, I want everybody to kind of mention, because I know there's a lot of people that came in here a little bit late, but shout out to JSU for getting everybody all in their panties in a bunch.
Yeah, they just scored.
A certain somebody decided
to go that's what I was cheering for.
That's what I'm saying.
They just.
Yeah, listen, you ain't got to go to an accredited university no more. You ain't got to go to something like, you ain't got to go to all these top universities. You come home. Come on home to the HBCUs, man. We got some guys.
And party.
Hugh Jackson just got the Grambling job. I think he just got the Grambling job. So, hey, man, listen, if Deion Sanders comes to your house, you're an older guy, right? So you got your son there, and Deion Sanders comes to your house and says, it's between Florida State or to play with Deion Sanders. What exactly are you going to tell your boy? Because Deion doesn't have to say much. You're going to say, pack your shit and go with Mr. Sanders. That's what you're going to do. And that's what he's doing.
More scouts coming to JSU, bro. I was there for homecoming. They had some scouts there. we haven't had scouts at a game in almost 6-7 years. When I first went, when we had the QB that came from Michigan because he got in trouble. So Deion is making it known for HBCUs, and I'm happy for it, bro. We all can have players play good.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is gonna be our last one. What do y'all think is the key to slow down the 49ers offense? They got a high-powered offense.
Silas, we definitely did address this a few times. We're gonna address it again, but definitely everybody that's tuning in, make sure y'all watch the playback and rewind. That's just the show. If you don't know, if it's your first time tuning in, we start the show at 11:00 a.m. So you need to wake that ass up. You hear me? So you can check in with the show, man. Everybody, wake up 11:00. Be ready, like Mr. Motivator.
Show has arrived.
Mr. Motivator, tell him, man, what time we start, man. But yeah, y'all could address it, though.
Let them know, because I wake up to 2 of these, man. I'm double fisting, man. I got off at 12 midnight, man. I'm up in here, bro. You don't know what's in here.
Mike, what's the best way for us to slow down the 49ers?
I think it's quite simple. We already have a recipe to slow down the 49ers. Dean Pease is the type of defensive coordinator. He doesn't like to give up big plays. So that plays into exactly what the Falcons like to do. When you look at the 49ers, I have it on good authority from a lot of 49ers fans. We did a show, and I've done a show with him. He pretty much stated that they don't take a lot of deep shots at all. So that pretty much plays into what we do well anyway. So essentially what we have to do is just tackle. That's it. Tackle. I think we easily I'm going to just say this, and it's going to piss off a lot of 49ers fans, but I don't give a shit. This is a perfect recipe for us, like really taking it to them, because they're playing their strengths is what we like to do. It's example, Jimmy Garoppolo, he doesn't like to take a lot of deep shots. And if you keep doing that around Debo, Foye Olakun, guys like Richie Grant, they going to sit on those routes. Jalen Hawkins, you see him with a couple picks. He likes to sit on routes. So I actually think that this game plays a lot into our hands. The only thing that I'm concerned with is a lot of their misdirection. That's pretty much the only thing.
Having your keys, we got to do, right? Mm-hmm.
And we know he loves a lot of misdirections and whatnot. So he'll throw in a wrinkle, Kyle Shanahan. So we just got to be disciplined with our eyes, like you said earlier, and just, do what we always do. Like I said, this is one of the few matchups this season that I actually like the Falcons, because the Niners, they really play their strengths or our strengths. They play right into our hands.
Hey, and
Great
also
point.
we can't keep forgetting that we haven't gave up a play over 40 yards yet on our defense.
Mm-hmm.
No play over 40 yards.
No
big plays.
No crazy.
Yeah, that's that Dan Quinn defense. That's when you give up big plays. But you know what? I like this though. Yeah, we're road warriors. See, Twisted called them road warriors. I like this right here, man. We the home records.
Yes, sir.
Home records. Ooh.
Last time when we played them, didn't we beat them? Didn't we beat them last year? We didn't beat them. We didn't beat them last year at their field.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julio scored the game-winning touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Look, if nobody wants to come when you're playing at home, then we're gonna come. We're gonna wreck your home. We're gonna come in your house.
Type moves out there, huh?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna come in your house. His
name is August, whatever. August with
August Alsina. August
Alsina. Yeah, that's his name.
Oh my God!
Uh-oh.
Great play read, boy.
I had to pause the game.
Yeah.
I ain't see it. I paused it.
He almost picked six a screen from safety position. Oh my God. These boys fast.
But this is the last one. This is the last one. See? Mrs. Magnus says entanglement. That's what it is. We the Atlanta
That's
Women Falcons. I'm telling you, right now, we are the Atlanta home wreckers. Okay, nobody wants to come to our games or nothing like that, but we are the Atlanta home wreckers. We're gonna come in your house with muddy shoes on. We're gonna put our feet up, and we're gonna say, "I dare you to say something." We got.
You said this is the question. You said this is the question, Mag. You talking about this one, right? This one.
Yeah.
I
think our defense is gonna pull off another pick six for the third week in a row. I don't even necessarily need another pick six, but damn, I love the playmakers. I mean, I love the fact that we're actually making plays and we're reacting and we're not thinking. Because when you're thinking, you're thinking. You know,
exactly. At least another turnover or something. Like, of course, you would love to have a pick six or just to put up some type of points on the board defensively. But if the defense continue to play together as one and executing their assignments and the responsibilities, it will happen. Just a simple fact of what Mike just said, that the 49ers will be potentially playing into our hands, which will allow us certain guys to sit on routes and to jump the ball, jump the plays once they recognize a route or being prepared for film. Like, that's another thing we didn't really mention besides with reacting and just playing fast. That has to do with you being prepared and knowing what's coming by watching film all week and recognizing formations and, pretty much studying. This is what a player goes through, you know what I understand, to prepare themselves for a game. So the better guys do that on the defensive side of the ball, absolutely. I could definitely see us getting another pick six or interceptions if mainly Jimmy G is just staring where he want to go because he's a scripted guy, right? So, yeah.
Hold on, hey, Stevens, what you know about bankroll Fred? Walking your trap, take over your trap. Okay,
walking your trap, take over your trap.
Oh man, R.I.P. bankroll. He went crazy on that one.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Do y'all feel the energy when we win? Do y'all feel that energy? It just feels good to talk when you win.
See, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
If y'all don't know, when we get our W's, just go on IG. Jayhawk is live every single time. Some of them boys be getting live on IG. Just tune in, man. We in the live, bro. They be lit in the locker room.
405
was lit on versus Carolina. 405.
Yeah, it's a 405 game. It's going to be on I think CBS. What Twister was saying in our pre-show meeting. It's 405. They switched us. They want us in prime time. The home record is gonna be in prime time, y'all. That's what's gonna make sure that you tuning in though. All right, make sure you guys tune in. But
damn, Gold, you think you're gonna have 230 yards tomorrow?
Wait, I'm making a bold prediction. This breaks the rookie tight end receiving record on the winning drive against the Saints. From your mouth to God's ears, bro. That's you asking a lot.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna say anything. Look, it's quite possible because your boy Fred Warner is not a cover linebacker. He's gonna have some major issues trying to cover that dude. The Niners linebackers are not, and he's hurt. They have a lot of guys hurt too, like on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
So, like I said, man, they're playing. The only way I see them really winning this game, I'm just gonna be real, that they have to come out blazing. They have to come out the gate blazing. If we stop there early, Kyle Shanahan, he's gonna do what he does best, and he's gonna get a ball to see Debo Samuel 15 million times in the game. Right? That's what he does when he that's when he does when he doesn't know what to do. He just hand it to the same person every game. You saw it with Julio. He almost killed damn Julio in 2015 for like goddamn 150 some damn 200 damn targets and shit. So that's the reason why damn Julio hurt as much is because of his ass.
And inflicted wounds too. So we gotta do a good job of not causing any penalties to hurt us. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be the biggest thing, us playing on the road. But being that we're 6-2 on the road, we're doing a good job playing on the road. These guys are experienced and know better. They know the expectations on how they should perform in order to get a win on the road. They know what they have to do. We cannot make as much mistakes. We have to take advantage and control the game. The time possession. We have to win the turnover battle. We have to, apply the pressure on them, score first, make them play our game, keep up. So that's going to be the biggest thing when we're playing on the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Tim, you guys are making it hard to be on, man. I'm loving the energy in the comment section, man. Y'all really making it real hard to say, like, I got responsibilities today. But yeah, I put it like this. I know my man from JSU. He's got to watch the game. Rich is my resident scout and whatnot. So, if they got to watch the game. I can hold it down. I ain't got nothing to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's my day off. I ain't got nothing to do. So,
That's nice. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Keep that shit going, bro.
So if you want the people to stay, if you want Hit Row, aka the NWO, aka your other resident home records here, you want us to stay? Give us a hell yeah. I want to see it in the comment section. If not, we're gonna be out, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna be out. I can explain to my daughter that daddy got something to do. Okay, I got 52 people watching daddy right now. Okay,
give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. What does Smart Ryan say, man? Correct how Shanahan will over target a guy. Julio Jones hurt so much. He's on Matt Ryan overthrowing a 6'3" wide receiver all the dick.
Man, Smart Ryan. Hold, look, man, get the dick out the mouth. God damn, man. I'm sorry. Damn, boy, everything you was good until you brought up Matt Ryan. What the hell Matt Ryan got to do with that damn first sentence? Hey, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Maggie, but that, God damn. That whole sentence ain't got nothing to do with ain't got nothing to do with Matt Ryan. Somehow he threw it in there.
Oh,
even Dan Quinn said hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
We got a whole lot of hell yeah, Mr. Motivator. That's a
man just had to throw Matt Ryan name there, boy. He just had to.
I'm telling you, like Matt Ryan, living in people's heads rent free, man.
I apologize.
Nah.
Bro,
post game gonna be late.
He took him to the Super Bowl, bro. So there's nothing you can do about that.
Matt Ryan had nothing to do with that whole sentence was fine until Matt Ryan got to do huh? We talk about Kyle Shanahan and Julio Jones. He brought up Matt Ryan. Like some of y'all need Jesus, boy. Some of y'all need the exorcism. That's what y'all need. Y'all need the exorcism.
Well, tomorrow's that day. Tomorrow's that day. It's a Sunday, man. Tomorrow's that day. Y'all gonna be praying. We're gonna be praying for our guys. Everybody's gonna be healthy. We're gonna get this W. God is good, man. We're gonna keep it going. On that note, man, I'm gonna be out, man. I know y'all gonna keep rocking, doing y'all thing. I'm gonna watch this game, get my hair cut. I gotta get a hair. I'm woofing. Crazy right now,
man.
Bro. I'm bad. Tomorrow I gotta go to proposal tomorrow, so we're gonna do it big. But yeah, man, definitely great show, man. Love is love, man. Appreciate everybody in the comments.
Next week,
appreciate you, Rich, bro. See you, bro.
All right, bro. Later.
Yeah. So
as you know, I'm finna watch this game. We up 7-0. Prime scooting around, so I gotta see what goes down. Appreciate everybody in the comments as always. Show love every Saturday morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. Show AFN love every day, 24/7. You hear me? Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate Mike. Appreciate Maggie, all the AFN crew. Appreciate Magnus and Rich doing another great show on Saturday. An hour and a half, baby. You don't know too many shows that's doing it like that. Let's keep it G. Besides AFN, we talking about outside of AFN. They do 20, 30-minute shows. I watch some of their shows. It's not good. But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Always. Jumpman T, Twitch Store TV. I'm out. Shouts out to y'all, bro.
All right. So, and then there was two. Now, what we got here is outsiders. Okay? You got Scott Hall and you got Kevin Nash. My name already Kevin. See, if y'all don't know, Mr. Magnus' real name is Kevin. Just like K-Styles, man. That's my twin down south. All right? You got Kevin Nash. You got Scott Hall. So, hey yo. This is what we about to do. We're going to give you at least we in a bonus round right now. We're going to give you an extra 5 minutes to get your questions in. Or if you got something that you want to talk about, prove it. I see you. You mentioned this man's name. I believe Mad Mike actually talked about him a little bit, about my man getting canned just that quick. As soon as he was here, he was gone. Woo. Because my man don't know how to behave himself. He don't know how to keep his hands to himself. He out there kicking kickers.
Yo, dude, wildin', man.
Yo, I don't know. You wanna comment on this? Because I don't know if these guys. If you did not see what Mad Mike said, subscribe to his channel, Mad Mike Sports. Put the notifications on. Naughty Gang stand up. I'm gonna turn it over to you if you got anything to say about this particular subject. Bonus round.
I was a little bit lenient, even in that video. I really wanted to go in because I tried to keep it political, but I know a lot of people I know a lot of people still upset about with what Bob Petrino did. You know, there's still a lot of Falcons fans, and justifiably so. But what makes me, I'm gonna just say this: Urban Meyer is the worst coach in the history of the game, and I absolutely mean that. He's a piece of shit human being. Because if you go back to even the Florida days, it's everybody know the story about, he allowed, guys like Hernandez to just run rampant, be a bully in that environment. Like, this dude is just a piece of shit. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have anything nice to say about this guy, and there shouldn't be anything nice to say about him. And you should never, at any level, anywhere, be able to just decide you want to put your hands on a player, on a person, period. He's lucky he wasn't knocked the hell out, okay? He tried the right person. I'll just say that, because this is football. If you can't use your words to try to teach guys or motivate guys, then you shouldn't be coaching. So for him to put his hands on a guy like that, like, come on, man. Well, look, man, that's, like I said, this dude lucky that he tried the right one, because he actually kicking people. Not only that, is countless stories of him, cheating on his wife and all. This dude is he's just slime, bro. Like, you talk about slime. He's just a freaking scumbag, bro. He is the worst of the worst. This dude is just a terrible human being. I typically gonna say that, but this dude, when you talk about slime, scumbag, he is the definition of all that. You should never be comfortable enough to just decide you want to kick someone just because they made a mistake. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's what we're doing. This type of stuff we're doing. You should never be allowed to just decide you want to kick somebody. Who the hell are you, man? Look,
he was he was also talking a lot of smack to his coaches.
Yes,
calling them losers and shit, stuff like that. Like, it wasn't like he comes from a culture in college football where coaches are king. That's why you got
right.
What's the name of that coach from Clemson? Oh God, I can't stand him either.
Dabo
Sweeney, yeah. So you see how Dabo Sweeney is all butthurt and whatnot because he claims that Deion stole, the top recruit, and now he wants to talk about like the money that these colleges put in, and this, that, and the other. Look, these kids are potentially free agents, and they could change their mind and do whatever they want. But you want to vilify a kid for doing that, but a coach can actually leave and But it's like old boy that left Notre Dame and went to LSU, and all of a sudden he developed a Cajun accent.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that one, man? Mike? Like he actually went down to
Yeah.
LSU, and now all of a sudden my man has like a Cajun accent, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like seriously, man.
Wow.
Like coaches can leave in the middle of the night. You're gonna come into my living room. You're gonna come into my living room, talk to me that you're gonna take care of my kid for the next 4 years. And then somebody offers you some money, which is your every right, but don't come to my place and my living room and break bread with me and talk about you're gonna take care of my kid. And all of a sudden you just like leave in the middle of the night just because you feel like you got another opportunity. But my kid can't do the same thing. Come on, man. It's a double standard. I don't even want to hear nothing about that, man. If we don't want to talk about like the guy like kicking a kicker, all right, fine. But what I'm saying is like don't talk to me about like this type of like mentality that these coaches have. Because in the NFL, these are grown men, just like Shannon Sharp said. These are grown men that got mortgages, they got kids. So what you're not gonna do is like disrespect me. The only thing that a man has in this lifetime is his balls and his word and his pride. And that's it. And if you insult any of them, whatever happens to you after that is what happens to you after that. You're gonna get that work. Plain and simple. So don't come over here talking about like some BS like that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. So this is a message. If any of the coaches are listening, that's about that life, you're gonna get what you get if you put that energy out there. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. When I played, I mean, I know about you, Mike. I know how you wire. And when I played, it's like you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna talk to me in any kind of way.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do that at work. You ain't gonna do that on the field. When it comes down to it, my name outside of Maggie, my name is Kevin Woods, and what I am is a man. And you're not going to sit there and talk to me or disrespect me in any kind of way. I give you the same respect. You're gonna give me my respect. And if I gotta put hands on you, I gotta put hands on you. But you're not gonna sit there and try to disrespect me. That's all I gotta say about that.
That's why you need it. Woo, boy.
I said I was gonna come promo, Mike. I said I was gonna come promo.
Hey man, the outside is for you. That's it.
It is.
Yeah, I try. I'm working on my cursing, man. I'm calming down a bit, but that right there just. Yeah, you're not gonna put hands on me and then talk to me all type of way. Call me, man. I'll backslap you. I'll pimp slap you. You ever think you gonna talk to me like that? You getting a bag hanging. You might get a goddamn a Kurt Angle slam.
Yo, angle slam.
Angle slam, boy, please.
Yo, just give him one of those Kevin Nash big boot, bro. That joint was lethal, man.
Yo, I wish you would try to think you would talk to me like that. Touch me.
And let me kind of rephrase this because this goes for. I was talking on behalf of a man, but this goes for women as well because women deal with this as much as us, especially women of color. And I'd be damned if anybody should be able to deal with that kind of abuse and that kind of emotional, mental, any kind of that kind of abuse in whatever it was, like your workplace and your personal life or anything. Because when you come down to it, you have to defend your peace. Everybody should be in this lifetime granted peace. But if you want peace, prepare for war.
Yes.
If you hear anything within this hour and 38 minutes that we hit, we about to wrap this up. If you remember anything, if you truly want mental peace, you're gonna have to take care of yourself. And sometimes by taking care of yourself, I mean you're gonna have to do what you have to do. Live your life and live your truth. That's
it. That's it, man. You got it's gonna trust me. We didn't get to your boy definitely. I'm gonna say this at the end of the day. To kind of help close it out, but the reason why I'm even myself, Maggie, and AFN are even in this position is we had to fight. Nobody believed in me. Okay, nobody. Nobody believed that I would be in this position. Right? I'm a country motherfucker from Atlanta. I swear a lot. I'm not the most intellectual guy, but I know the hell out of my football and I know my stuff. And I had to work. But a lot of people who, and I'm gonna just come out and say it. I'm gonna just say this. A lot of people, whether you black, white, they felt like I didn't speak a certain way or I wasn't representative of what they believed that I was, what is, quote unquote, an analyst. That's why I love guys like Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, country than a motherfucker. He sits on he sits in the step, and he got his cigar, he got his Hennessy, and he talk about being a country bumpkin from Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Unapologetic too.
Unapologetic. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying, look, I got my ass handed to. Nobody believed in us. I could get not one motherfucker to even look at my article. So I said, guess what? I'm gonna switch the game up. I'm gonna get smart. I'm gonna go this way. When I did that, it clicked. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Everybody see me on Twitter. I say I got the same quote. Believe in yourself. Work hard. Believe in yourself and work hard. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how the fuck somebody else gonna respect you? At the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you ask for respect? That's it. Believe in yourself, and you will get everything that you. Respect doesn't come. All right, you can't get respect if you don't believe in yourself. People gonna see right through that stuff. So believe in you, all right, and get this shit done. And that's all I say.
I put it like this, and I'm gonna echo exactly what you said, because what Mike did is, instead of begging for a spot at the table, he created his own. You know, and by creating your own, see, Malcolm X said that. You know, but I ain't gonna put you on that kind of game. But you know, I can go that deep too. But what I'm gonna say is that he created a place. See, the thing is, like, he got tired of the narrative, and we all got tired of the narrative, because Atlanta, no matter what sport you're in, Atlanta gets disrespected. And instead of asking, and that's what I was saying about 2 shows ago, I said, instead of asking of, you know, like, oh, you gotta respect us and all that kind of stuff, it's like, we're gonna do what the Atlanta Hawks did, and Trey Young, is that we embrace the heel. And if you're not familiar with wrestling tactics, a heel is a bad guy. Like, bad guys, what they do is, like, they do what needs to be done, and they don't care about what society thinks of it. So society is like ESPN and all these people that has people like producers that's telling them to talk about the Cowboys 24/7, or to talk about the Lakers 24/7, or something like that, because that equals ratings. But what we do is that we know that there's a specific group of people, and that's why we call it Atlanta Falcons Nation. But maybe we need to start shifting, because we actually had a brother in here from South Africa. We have Atlanta Falcons fans in London. We have Atlanta Falcons fans in Australia. We have Atlanta Falcons fans everywhere. So what I would like to tell you is that
Atlanta Falcons worldwide.
And what you didn't know is, like, it makes you feel like a place that you can come together and you can actually talk and feel comfortable and talk sports and talk whether you know, if you get cursed out by Mad Mike because you had like a crazy take or whatever like that, that's your prerogative. Like, if you remember how it was, like, in a barbershop, if you're a man or if you're a woman, you get your hair done or whatever like that, when you go into a barbershop, it was a place where you felt comfortable. You could talk freely. People may not agree with what you say, but you could talk freely, and it was a comfortable environment. That's why guys go to the barbershop and spend 3, 4, 5 hours there.
Yes.
Because it was a place. It was a place where you could feel comfortable, and that's what Mad Mike decided to create. Mad Mike, and if I want to talk about the original Justice League, you had Mad Mike, you had, you know, Miss Maggie, you had K Styles, and you had Jude Talk Sports. You had all these guys here, and those were the original Justice League, right? And then here we come. I'm just a guy from New York that felt by himself, and I couldn't talk openly about the team that I liked, because it was always something. I always had to meet resistance for every time that I talked about my team, even though that we went to Super Bowl not just a few years ago, but it was always something. I was the Jets fans or Giants fans or whatever, but one day I'm sitting there watching YouTube, putting my kid to sleep, and I see these guys just talking, you know, football. I don't know how you guys came on my algorithm. I do not know. But I honestly, I do not know. But I was like, okay, let me see what they're talking about. And it was You know what I'm saying? It was on point. A lot of things that they were saying was on point. Do I necessarily agree with everything that you guys say? No, that's family. You don't agree with 100% what everybody says, but Maggie gave me a shout out. You know, I said that I wanted to come on the show. Maggie gave me a shout out. I came with my notes, and I shot straight from the hip. And here I am, you know. Here I am. So if any one of y'all that's left, because I know we running a little long right now. It's 43 people left. If any time that you guys want to come on, because we're not going to blast you or nothing like that, but this is an open forum here. If you want to do it on Heavy Hitters, if you want to do it on Friday Night Madness, that's another place that you could do it on. Subscribe to the channel, hit up Maggie T, and you can always come on. Pick what show you want to come on, and you can always come on. We have a segment on this show called Say It With Your Chest, that you can come on here and you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, man. Whatever may be in the, you know what I'm saying, like whether it be in the news or whatever like that. It's like we're versatile here. It's called Atlanta Falcons Nation, but we're versatile. Just consider this like the dinner table, man. That's all it is, and we're here to talk. But we have taken an hour and 45 minutes of your life away from you.
Hey, man. That's what we do, man. Oh, man. People in Germany. Wow.
Germany. See that?
Yeah, good. Wow. That's amazing, man. I love that.
So, again, anytime that y'all want to rock with us, you know, Red Clay Sports Morning Show. Two of my guys out there scouting for future Falcons in the 2022 draft.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Watching JSU football. Mad Mike, he got things to do. I got my baby girl probably burning the house down right now. So we took out an hour and 46 minutes of your time. I appreciate every last one of y'all coming on, you know, to talk sports with us. If you want us to continue, like to make it longer, or if you want to go on Sundays, whatever like that, let us know. Reach out to Maggie. Whatever show you want to come on, any suggestions that you want. It's all about making us better. Hit us up, man. You know, we don't bite, and we always open for open criticism as long as it ain't stupid.
Absolutely.
So, for Mad Mike, from Magnus, from Twisted Torch, and the middle linebacker, Big Rich, yo, we out. We see y'all next week, 11 a.m. Make sure you tune in, like, share, subscribe. See y'all.